If I needed rent, I won't give it. I won't give them the estate. Or you give them a restaurant, you are collecting. That's why after this press conference, you ask them. I have never asked them, how much will you sell there? Can you give me the money? I don't need the money. I have given them. When I give out, I remove my eye. They're here. You're going to ask them. See, is there any day I ask them, the rent you collected, or you give me some money? The shop, I rented for you. How much did you sell today? Can you give me some money? You ask them all that. So, I have lived a life of sacrifice. Because I slept under the bridge, that is why I built free estate for people to be staying without paying a rent. When I couldn't finish secondary school, I went to government technical college. But I didn't finish. I didn't finish because there was no money. I will not say because nobody could assist me to finish secondary school, then I will not help people to go to secondary school. I could have said that could have been a strong reason not to help anybody for secondary school because nobody was ready to assist me to finish my secondary school. I could have said that, but I said, no, I cannot do that. If I couldn't finish secondary school, let me give people opportunity to finish secondary school. When I went to Lagos, I slept under the bridge. From there, I worked as a cleaner because I didn't have any certificate. There was no job that they could employ me because there were no credentials. So I worked as a cleaner, I worked as a security guard. So I thought the only way I could make it is to travel abroad. I tried. I know how many, those years they normally sleep in the American embassy. I know how many times I've slept in American embassy. I know how many embassies I've been going looking for visa. So when God gave me opportunity, I start sending people. The so-called places I was denied visa, I tried so much. I am now sending people there to those places. Now, let's go to the Happie boys.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I bring the greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus. Yesterday, I brought you the video interview of Apostle Chibuzor of the OPM Church. That video has to do with the interview that was granted or purportedly given to the media by the parents of the slain Deborah Samuel. The controversy had raged on, and the apostle came out to make some clarifications. And in the process of that, he also mentioned other issues, other persons that he had helped, which people have accused him of abandoning them. And so that was an opportunity for him to talk about the Happie boys. The Happie boys, which I believe is part of the recent interview. I wouldn't say that those who interviewed the family were pushing a narrative, but it seems so. So the pastor chose this time to explain certain things, and his intent of heart for sending those guys out. And in this video, you will also hear some of the things that he has done. Unfortunately, this is Africa and Nigeria where everybody is becoming a suspect. I've read the comments of so many people who are skeptical about the pastor and his philanthropy. And I even saw somebody who said that there is something fishy about the man's philanthropy. Now, it is not even strange when the so-called Happie boys alleged, indirectly, that the man was after using their stars to ride private jet. And I asked the question, which star? The stars of persons who were almost not having a direction, who were laid off from their job. And by saying this, I'm not saying that they were not having a future, but such statement to me is so inappropriate and very unfortunate. Well, anyway, let's hear the apostle here.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
If I needed rent, I won't give it. I won't give them the estate. Or you give them a restaurant, you are collecting. That's why after this press conference, you ask them. I have never asked them, how much will you sell there? Can you give me the money? I don't need the money. I have given them. When I give out, I remove my eye. They're here. You're going to ask them. See, is there any day I ask them, the rent you collected, or you give me some money? The shop, I rented for you. How much did you sell today? Can you give me some money? You ask them all that. So, I have lived a life of sacrifice. Because I slept under the bridge, that is why I built free estate for people to be staying without paying a rent. When I couldn't finish secondary school, I went to government technical college. But I didn't finish. I didn't finish because there was no money. I will not say because nobody could assist me to finish secondary school, then I will not help people to go to secondary school. I could have said that could have been a strong reason not to help anybody for secondary school because nobody was ready to assist me to finish my secondary school. I could have said that, but I said, no, I cannot do that. If I couldn't finish secondary school, let me give people opportunity to finish secondary school. When I went to Lagos, I slept under the bridge. From there, I worked as a cleaner because I didn't have any certificate. There was no job that they could employ me because there were no credentials. So I worked as a cleaner, I worked as a security guard. So I thought the only way I could make it is to travel abroad. I tried. I know how many, those years they normally sleep in American embassy. I know how many times I've slept in American embassy. I know how many embassies I've been going looking for visa. So when God gave me opportunity, I start sending people. The so-called places I was denied visa, I tried so much. I am now sending people there to those places. Now, let's go to the Happie boys. They are my children. Happie boys, they are my children. And when I watched on social media how they were fired, I said, first, I did not send them on scholarship because they were fired. I sent them overseas because I remember when I was doing security guard, I was their age when I was doing security guard. And nobody could help me because I didn't go to school. So I remember that. And I said to myself, these children are doing this security guard because there is nobody to send them to school. They are not supposed. If you read the message, if you go through the first message, I said, these children are not meant to work in security. They are meant to be in school. That was how I gave them the scholarship. So they joined about 80-something people that were traveling to Cyprus. And they traveled. Suddenly, we knew what happened to the economy. Things were really down. Dollar rose to almost 1,000. And it was heavy on me. I have people on scholarship in America, in Canada, in UK, in Cyprus, in Poland, in Turkey. I said, no, I can't. The load is heavy. So I informed all of them, not only the Happie boys. I informed everybody. Say, look, there are two options. The first option is this. If you can pause your education and work and generate money, you are free. But if you really want to go to school because you are given scholarship, by then I've established a relationship with Benin Republic, ESN University. I've said, you can come to ESN University or any university in Nigeria. I know some of you are year 3, some of you are in your final, some of you are year 2. I have discussed with some of these universities. They said, as far as you have your transcript, you can continue in the same class you stopped. The voice note is there. I sent it to all of them. Some post, some started working and schooling at the same time. Some were working and schooling. Then, okay. Yes, the Happie boys, they are useful, exuberant, and they, published the text messages I had with them where I said there's no money. I needed them to come back and continue in Benin Republic. Now, Benin Republic, the school fees. You pay the school fees, pay for accommodation. Then I found out that Benin Republic is not like Europe countries, like America, those schooling in America, in UK, in Cyprus, in Turkey. It's not like that. There is no more job in Benin Republic. So I say, what do I do? How do I handle this? And now, most of these people, there's no job. And they may go into, and they are from less privileged homes. Most of them are from less privileged, and their family cannot be able to give them feeding. I have paid their fees. I have paid for their accommodation. But they are feeding. Their parents cannot afford it. What do I do? So I spoke with the school manager. I said, please, can you give me a space? Look for a space. I'm going to pay. I want to establish a restaurant. The school said, it's not possible. There's nobody have ever done it. And even federal government, I'm saying, open a free restaurant in the campus is not possible. I said, well, it's going to be heavy. But I know God will make a way because God has seen the heart. I want to do it. So we're able to pay for a place. And a sister in the church and volunteered. I said, she will go to be cooking there. Just let me be getting her ingredients, she'll be cooking. So since last year, she started cooking. She has not one day stopped. The only day she doesn't cook is on Wednesday, which is her off day, because she has to take care of herself. But every day she cooks. Today she cooked. Every day she has been cooking, and I've been saying it cost me 600 and something students only in Benin Republic. 620 something students. It costs millions every month to feed these kids. It costs millions. So I told them, look, if you really want to continue your education, come down this way and continue your education. As if your education is very, very important, you continue. But if you don't want to go and work, but these are the options. Either you school in Benin Republic or you school in Ghana. Because I've established connection in Ghana. Cameroon, they're supposed to get back to me this week. I'm concluding Cameroon. Mauritius are also established. There are some our students there. So these are African countries, and Nigeria. I've also had understanding with Open University. I personally went there. I saw the coordinator. I spoke with them. They agreed. It's okay. So that they absorb these students and they will school there. So these are the efforts I've made. Not that I abandoned. How can I abandon? Did God abandon me? God did not abandon me. Why will I abandon them? I gave them plan B. If you come out here, see plan B. Even when I send their ticket, I say, upon what happened, I say, I've still sent the ticket, but your scholarship still continues. I never abandon. I don't abandon. By the grace of God. For goodness sake, if you marry for somebody, last time I did a wedding for, I sponsored 140 people on wedding. I sponsored them, paid their bride price, bought wedding suit, did reception for them. Then after marrying for them, then when I'll go to the house to help them pregnant their wife. No, that is it now. I'll help them to. You marry for somebody, it is the person to pregnant his wife, not you. So if I open business for you and you cannot manage the business, how is that my fault? I cannot marry for you and help you to pregnant your wife. I cannot open business for you and help you to run the business. I don't run your business. I open here for you to run your business. I sent you abroad for you to hustle. There are so many people I sent abroad. They have built houses. They've bought cars. So I believe when I do this thing, I've already settled you. If I open shop for you and I give you an estate where you're collecting rent, I don't know the monitoring again. Please, Oga, human rights. Do I need to come and know how you are selling in the shop? Or whether customers, I stock the shop, I gave you an estate. You don't need to pay rent again. Then the tenant, you are collecting rent from tenant. I don't know what other abandonment.
Now, what this man has said thus far, I don't know how you are viewing it, I don't know how you're seeing it, but I think that the problem here is that. All right, thank you very much for being there. I just want to put in that from all indications, what Apostle Chibuzor intended. I wouldn't know if this was communicated even to the people. I wouldn't know if it was communicated to them before they were allowed or they were put into the place and sent overseas. But the truth is that there are a lot of persons who have been waiting and looking for this kind of opportunity to come their way for them to grab it with two hands. And so his intention from the explanation has been that if he sends you overseas, you get there, you start to do something for yourself.
So if I open business for you and you cannot manage the business, how is that my fault? I cannot marry for you and help you to pregnant your wife. I cannot open business for you and help you to run the business. I don't run your business. I open here for you to run your business. I sent you abroad for you to hustle. There are so many people I sent abroad. They have built houses. They've bought cars. So I believe when I do this thing, I've already settled you.
I wouldn't know if they were, told. But then even if they were not told, everybody knows that getting visas out of Nigeria now is very difficult. Even the countries where we say that they don't discriminate Nigerians, but then to raise the money, it's not. I am so sure that getting visas and every other thing done cannot cost anybody less than 2 million naira. So if that has been invested in anybody, and that person gets out of this country and goes over there to live a riotous and wanton life, a life of wantonness, I do not really see how the pastor here would be blamed. You see. So anyway, that is my own opinion, and before anybody comes around to call me whatever you want to call me, I want you to understand clearly that I don't know Apostle Chibuzor. Just like a lot of you don't know him, I am knowing him from the social media. I've not been to his church before, just as you watch him on the social media is how I worship, but at least we have hearts, we are humans, and we should be reasonable. We should think, we should think Some persons are putting on some arguments that in the interview that the man and his wife looked intimidated. There has never been a time that man looked differently. That has been his name, that has been his posture. Now, the person that came close to tears was the wife when she was explaining what she told the interviewers and what she did say in the interview that was put out there. Now, some persons said it was a damage control. I wouldn't know, but I made up my mind I'm going to stand by what I saw. Now, if Apostle Chibuzor, was asking people to ask the man how much was deposited into their account. Now, it will be stupid thing to do for that kind of press conference to be done, and then the apostle will lie, because I'm so sure that those journalists, some of them will want to follow through to find out the truth about the account and the money that came into the account. And I also believe that this is the age where people can volunteer to help a perceived intimidated person. So if it is true that they were being intimidated, believe you me, before too long the true story would come out. But before then, since we don't have anything contrary, and the family agreed and attested to the fact that the pastor has been doing them well, and there is even nothing much to talk about. Like what I said, that the problem I saw is that these people that are being hurt don't have the capacity to take up the opportunity and leverage on it and become the person that probably their benefactor imagined they would become. Take for instance the Happy boys that you saw, you listened to him, and the boys you saw, on the television, on social media doing their things there. If those boys had the mental capacity to take good advantage of what the man did for them, because for me and from the ideologies of the man, that was the template for them to start up from and leverage on it and become better persons to themselves and to the society. But unfortunately, they went there and they thought that it was like manna that definitely would fall from heaven. I know some persons will say, is it not tithe and offering? If it is tithe and offering, remember that your own contribution is not there. And if he chooses to use the money, the tithe and offering, to do something differently, nobody takes him to court. After all, there are so many other churches, big churches, that have schools that even their members cannot attend. And this man has schools. I'm not singing his praise, but we just need to look at this thing. He has schools that non-members come, Muslims come, Christians go to, people that he never met their family before in life go to hospitals like that, and people that he has given free accommodation and all that. I think we should applaud to it. And to add it on, he also had a free wristband belt in Benin Republic. Somebody may want to ask me, why are you now not making noise about the free wristband that was there? Because there's a certain apostle that has a similar, a very close, neat name of a ministry, opened a free food restaurant here in Nigeria. The bloggers went, on a frenzy, and they talked about that. But hey, this is what I chose to talk about here. It is good now you take your own decision, take your own standpoint, and make your own comment. But while you're making your comments, be sure you have watched the video. Be reasonable enough. Thank you, and God bless you. See you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.